Young Hostess hit the lead from Crafty Cruiser, and then Hanaki Warrior and Pretty Mama. Young Hostess in front though, she'll win again.
Yeah, what a great result for that little filly, hey? She's probably against all the rules. If you had a look at her as a yearling, you probably wouldn't even go near her, but she's only a little pony, but gee, she's got an absolute ticker and can run a trip, eh? The old saying, little horse, little problems, is she's pretty easy horse to train. She's just a little beauty. Take her to the races and she tries her best. That was 2,800 metres and carried 60 kilos, so that's a great effort. So she'll go up probably next Friday night, not this Friday, next Friday. There's a 3,000 metre race at the Valley, and so she's going to drop probably 4 or 5 kilos on that run and goes up to the 3,000 metres. So Avs gets absolutely every chance to run a good race, and you know, you'd hopefully that she can probably run a place in that sort of race, and then she'll be a city place mare. So really well done to everybody there concerned. She's only a little pony, but she tries her hardest. What else we have racing? Vavoose, bloody share, probably stiff, not to win there. She just blew the start. She was sort of leaning back a little bit on the barriers and reared up as they come out, and instead of being sort of outside the leader, running second or third, she was out back running, you know, 8th or 10th or something, and worked home strong, hit the line nice. So we'll probably go up to 1,400 or something with her now, and she's only had 3 starts or so now, and she's running second and the third, so she's around about the mark. It's probably as far as maideners go. She's a pretty good maidener, yeah, she'll probably get a chance again next start. Okay, now runners this week, if I actually get to the races before I get eaten alive here. Okay, Thursday. Now I've got a filly called Caledonia will step out and have her first start. Really nice staying type of filly, and she'll go to the 1,400 metres first up. She won't be competitive anything under that, so I think she's probably going to need this 1,400 metre run, then go up straight up in distance, probably 1,700 or 1,800, and then probably third up over 2,000 metres is where I would expect her to sort of really sort of come into her own. Certainly as a 3-year-old filly. She's a sort of a late September foal, so she's not even 3 yet, I suppose. So, just in what she's showing us here, she's not fast at all, but she does seem to be able to stay okay. So I'm going to get eaten here for sure. And so that'll be her. It's on Thursday, Bendigo. Okay, Friday night at the Valley. Aluf gets his chance in a 9:55 race. That pattern of racing, there's probably 4 or 5 of them that are going to go like cut cats early, which really sort of suits that horse like him who just bounces and sits right on their hammer and be really good lady. Drops a little bit in weight and probably gets every chance. He's been in work forever, that horse, and deserves a good holiday. But he, you know, he's only just narrowly beaten in town last start, so he probably gets his chance to be competitive. Big prize money race. He's a Vobus Gold horse, so you know, big prize money race. So if he can sort of run a place there, it'd be fantastic. Okay, Saturday, grand final day, and all roads lead to Mornington. So a couple of horses in there. Aluf, sorry, not Aluf, Hums, his full brother. Hums goes there now. He just got beaten at Bendigo the other day. I thought he was really, really strong. So I'm going to do just going to go up in grade with him and give him a chance to run in a good race. So he'll get a Saturday City run under his belt. 1,000 metres around Mornington should suit him down to the ground. There's a heap of speed in this race. So he's a little bit like his brother Aluf. He just likes to sit with that drop on the leaders, and he's a really good chaser. I thought his work was really sharp here through the week, so he gets his chance there. Honey Wine. Now, I've been mucking around with Honey Wine, and sometimes the obvious just hits you in the face. He's never raced under 1,300 metres for me, and his 1,300 metre form is win placing sort of thing, where when I go up in distance, which is what he sort of seems like he wants, his form's a bit inconsistent. He runs a good race, then an ordinary race. So I hate horses that are inconsistent. So we're actually going to give him a go at a 1,200 metre race and just see what he's like. He'll probably sit a couple of pairs further back and then be chasing really hard and hopefully hitting the line. His form can be a little bit more consistent. I just misread that horse early and tried to get him to stay, and I just reckon a nice and fresh and sound, healthy horse, and maybe just treat him as a sprinter and see how he goes. So he'll have a go there. Really keen to sort of take him there. His work is sensational, that horse. He just doesn't take it to the races, but whether he just needs to be a sprinter and not a middle distance horse, we'll find out. Okay, Sunday. Now, Fill The Flute. We got her in a Caulfield, an 1,100 metre mares race. She went really good at Geelong the other day, over 1,100. So she gets her chance there against mares. She gets in pretty good on the weights there, and I see they're not claiming off any of the top weights, and we'll probably put Georgie on her and claim off her. So she gets in really well in the weights. Geez, it'd be lovely to just draw a nice gate, sort of 3 or 4 or something, and just sort of bounce and be right on the hammer and see how we go. But, you know, that's where she's at, middle of the spring, 1,100 metre mares race, restricted grade. So, you know, that's probably a really nice race for her. Got a little horse there called Mr. Mo Feed, and he's just had one start and things didn't go right, and he got beaten a mile, and he since keeps getting balloted. So I'm actually got him in at Narracourt, which is bloody mile away, but he's been balloted a couple of times, and I need this horse to get to the races. So we might even just jump in the truck on Sunday and take him all the way to Narracourt, and hopefully he can run in the first 3, get some prize money, and get out of trouble. So he'll go up there and be pretty hard to beat, I would think, but main thing is he runs in the first 3, earns some prize money, then I can actually put him in a race where middle of the spring, try and get a run with a young horse that's had one start for an unplaced. It's really, really hard. So, so that's pretty much it for us for the week, I think.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse, a little reward for effort filly out of Fastnet Rock mare called Bold Rock. She's 3, she's had a couple of jump outs here at the farm. She'll probably trial in the next week and should be at the races within about a month. She's starting to take a bit of shape. She's still got that little bit of winter coat to her, but with a bit warmer weather that should come out. She's certainly grown and strengthened up a bit, certainly in the last month. Always a little she was always a strong little thing, but she's quite small, where now she's the body goes with her strength as well. So there's actually, fortunately enough, there's still a couple of shares available in her. If you want to get into an inexpensive horse that'll be at the race within a month, she's going to be a really good horse to get into, I would imagine.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. I tell you, I am going to get eaten here. Interesting, the fillies, aren't they? They're all losing their coat now. It's all going to get all their spring coats coming through, and all these little 2-year-old fillies are all they've all been to the breakers. They're having a nice little holiday here in the spring. What's happening this week? Buxton Real Estate Thoroughbred Club of Geelong Racehorse of the Year Awards is coming up next week, whenever that is. The date is October 10th. There you go. And we thank God I got the date right. Anybody who wants to come along, by all means, we're very, very lucky. We've got a couple of horses nominated for for a couple of the awards, and a few of our owners been nominated for a couple of the awards. So that's a really exciting night. Dave O'Neill's the entertainment on the night, so pretty high quality entertainment. So if anybody wants to come along, by all means, just contact Janet, and I'm sure she'll find room on, if not our table, a couple of our owners' tables. Until next week, see you later. Yeah, what a great result, eh? That little filly, geez, she is against all the rules. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I thought you were stopping it. No.
A nice little 3-year-old filly by reward for effort out of an unraced Fastnet Rock mare called Bold Rock, and she